Hello everybody, I'm Tim Blair, and it's time for another edition of the Weekly Web Update for the Clay County Times-Democrat. The program brought to you each week by Piggott State Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. Well, for today's program, this week's webcast for the week of March the 20th, we originate in front of the Emmanuel Baptist Church here on the north edge of Piggott, as that is going to be the location of a big gospel program which is coming up this Saturday, the 23rd of March, and it's beginning at 6 p.m. That will be the location, and they will have a huge number of singers performing there, over 30 of them performing, with all the proceeds benefiting the Clay County Relay for Life and the fight against cancer. Coming up in just a couple of moments, we will talk with one of the organizers and the MC for the program coming up on Saturday night, Beverly Scott. Have that for you in just a moment. We'll also have the first demolition derby of the year scheduled right over here at the Clay County Fairgrounds Saturday night. I'm not sure if that's going to be weather permitting or what, but first demolition derby is set for right over there. We also this is going to be a hotbed the next couple of weeks, as of course, the Easter weekend coming up. The Emmanuel Baptist Church, they'll be hosting their annual Easter egg hunt. They've already got the orange tape set up over there, pink tape and everything, setting off the different areas for the egg hunt, which will be coming up the Saturday of Easter weekend. And the following weekend, the 6th of April, the Clay County Fairgrounds, it'll be alive with activity as the Piggott FFA hold their annual tractor and equipment auction, and that'll be going on Saturday, April 6th. That's also the day for the citywide yard sale and the indoor yard sale at the Piggott Community Center. That's all coming up on that weekend as well. We've got a lot coming up for you. And we'll take a break and go and visit with Beverly Scott about this coming weekend's gospel program. We spoke with her over the weekend, had a chance to visit with her at the office, and let's go ahead and hear from her now about that. We're talking today with Beverly Scott. She's here for the Clay County Relay for Life, and we're talking about a big gospel singing that's coming up Saturday night, March 23rd, at the Emmanuel Baptist Church, located down at the corner of Johnson and North Street here in Piggott, right across from the Clay County Fairgrounds. And when you say that you've got a big night of gospel music, that might be a little bit of an understatement. You've got a bunch of folks lined up, don't you?
I have a huge lineup. It's awesome. To start out with, we put together an old-fashioned choir with a lot of the older gospel singers like Jerry Cossey, Gary Howe, Gerald Morris, Travis Boyd. The list just goes on, and that's the way we're going to start off. Then right after them, we've got Hits Chapel Quartet's going to sing. Then we have Rodney Rouse. We've got youth. We've got a wonderful kid from Corning, Sophia Townsend. She's 10 years old, and she's going to knock your socks off. And the list goes on and on. We have people from Rector, people from Piggott, and people from Corning all joining together for this wonderful event.
And of course, all of the funds generated by this will benefit the Clay County Relay for Life, something that has needed a little bit of a shot in the arm, and hopefully this will give it that.
I hope so, because the support for Relay is really down, and I'm hoping that, you know, we all come together and support this, because this area has one of the highest cancer rates in all of North America, and we're not supporting the Cancer Association. And by the way, this is the 100th birthday of the American Cancer Association. Mm-hmm. And so we all need to jump in there this coming Saturday night and support this. If you have been affected by cancer in any way at all, I wish you would be there. Have. Yes, most people in this area have, and I wish you would be there to support this. We are asking for a $7 donation from adults, but that doesn't mean that if you don't have $7, you can't come. You just come, you just let them know at the door, I can't pay $7, and let them know how much you can pay, and anything is appreciated.
And of course, if you can pay more than $7, that'd be okay too.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome. Yes.
So all this is going to benefit the Relay for Life. Now, again, talk a little bit about some of the planning, some of the people that are involved in getting this put together. We also want to point out the fact that if you need a ride that night, we can also take care of that as well.
Yes. You can contact Christy Fuller.
And we'll put the number up here in just a minute.
Yes, and the bus from Emmanuel is going to run that night. Mr. Bill Ville is going to be driving. And if you need a ride, all you have to do is call Christy. She'll take your name and address, and Bill will be there to pick you up. So don't worry about a ride. We'll take care of that. Susie Bowman, she's our chairperson. She's been a big help. Gary Laughlin and his wife Paula, Sharon Tillman, Christy Fuller, and then, of course, all the wonderful singers. And the Church of Christ Choir is going to be performing that night also. We've got a lot of soloists, Jamie Wilson, like I said, some people from Corning and Rector. I could go on and on with the list.
You're estimating maybe over 30 performers right now, 30 to 40 perhaps?
Between right around 30, yes.
So be there for the start at 6 o'clock, but don't plan on going home early. You want to stick around and enjoy the entire show.
Exactly. It's going to be well worth it. So we just ask that you please come out and support the Relay for Life gospel singing.
We invite everybody to attend that. Again, it's coming up on Saturday, March 23rd. It'll be held at the Emmanuel Baptist Church at the corner of East North and North Johnson Street. It's right across from the Clay County Fairgrounds here in Pickett. We'll also be putting some numbers up at the conclusion of the interview here that you can give them a call and find out more information about that. And we encourage everyone to attend that and support the Clay County Relay for Life.
Yes, and it starts at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
Yes.
6 o'clock on the button at the Emmanuel Baptist Church here in Pickett. And again, you can get more information by calling one of the numbers that we'll post here at the end of the interview. And we appreciate you stopping by and talking to us about this. Are you going to be performing, or are you going to be emceeing?
Emceeing. I wanted to let everybody else have the spotlight this Saturday night, so I'm just going to MC.
All right. And we encourage all the folks from around the county, or even if you're outside of Clay County, want to support the fight against cancer, come out and be a part of this. Well, thanks again for coming back.
Thank you, Tim. I appreciate it.
And we encourage everyone that can to come out and support the Relay for Life and attend that event. Or if you can't do that, there are many ways that you can support the American Cancer Society and the fight against cancer. And, of course, we encourage everyone to give as much as they can. Now, taking a look at the print edition of the Clay County Times-Democrat for this week, we've got a lot of great stories in there this week. We've got the story about the gospel concert. We also have the lineup for the upcoming Johnny Cash, the third annual Johnny Cash show, coming up at the Convocation Center down at Jonesboro in early August, and we'll have details on that and the full lineup in the print and online editions of the paper this week. We also have a great story on the Faulkners from Rector. They were on one of those Carnival cruises that had a little bit of difficulty, and we talk about that. Also a story about the Health, Safety, and Science Expo that was held at Pickett Elementary School last week. And also in sports, we've got a little overview of the Rector Lady Cougars early season and big win that they had recently. We've also got the updates on the Cougar baseball team. The Mohawk baseball team kind of dodging weather, but they got a win over Hoxie recently. And also congratulations to the two Mohawk basketball players for the boys team that were named All-Conference. That is Austin Murray and Lucas Brewer. Congratulations to them as well. Of course, we've got a lot more in the printed online editions. We'd also like to remind you that the Delta Voice, that is out, and that's a free publication offered all across southeast Missouri and northeast Arkansas. You can stop by one of the stands and pick that up. It's a free publication. Also details in there about how you could possibly win $300 just by taking advantage of that. We also like to remind you the brand new Delta Crossroads magazine is just out. The magazine is all across northeast Arkansas and southeast Missouri, and you can pick up a copy of the Delta Crossroads. We've got a great story in there on local artist Jared Vaughn. We think you'll really enjoy that as well. Well, that's going to about wrap it up for this segment of the Weekly Web Update for the week of March the 20th, 2013. And again, pick up a print edition of the paper or check out our website at cctimesdemocrat.com. And until next time, for Pickett State Bank, this is Tim Blair reporting. Coming up in the March 27th, 2013 edition of the Clay County Times-Democrat, we'll have a feature on Ethan Murray of Pickett. Ethan takes part in high school rodeo as a team roper. We'll have the story on him. Also, Ryan Rogers has the details on the demolition of an historic rector building. That's coming up in the March 27th edition.